It's very fair to say that tonight, Amy. I think earlier today, people here at Doncaster Racecourse, for example, were saying it was just a bit of an annoyance that the meeting had to be cancelled today. But, you know, as the days got on, the situation seems to have slightly worsened. So behind the scenes, there are worries that more meetings may have to be cancelled over the next few days, particularly if this highly contagious equine flu continues to spread. Doncaster Racecourse today at the pinnacle of the national hunt season. No horses, no jockeys, no spectators. The Winter Warmers race event hastily cancelled on the advice of the British Horse Racing Authority after at least one confirmed case of equine flu here in Yorkshire.
Obviously the news broke last night at midnight, so first thing this morning we had the team in very early, 7 o'clock this morning, and we started to contact our customers to let them know that racing was obviously cancelled today.
Racing is worth around £220 million to Yorkshire's economy, with over 2,300 jobs depending on it. Racing is big business, and nothing symbolises the financial impact of cancelling today's meeting than these empty tote stands. But Doncaster is a racing town, and it's not just the racecourse that's affected. There are other businesses relying on horse racing too.
Hi Laura, how are things today?
John Dinn runs the Grand St Leger Hotel, a stone's throw from the Doncaster Racecourse. He was expecting to be packed out today. Instead, he's taken a financial hit.
It's a disaster. We usually are full in the restaurant today, but with the racing being cancelled, there's no one here, which is a big blow for us. It's going to cost us quite a lot in the sense we've refunded rooms that people can't attend and the food and drink and the staff that we had booked in for today.
There are 100 licensed trainers in Yorkshire, people like Mark Johnson at Midlam, who's watching the fast-changing situation very closely.
For the jump trainers, this is coming in peak season, and any days off are going to be, a serious blow to them, particularly those preparing horses for Cheltenham and so on, who may have been looking to have their prep run during this period.
Late this afternoon, the British Horse Racing Authority said there would be no racing until next Wednesday at the earliest, meaning Monday's meeting at Catterick is now off. The outbreak goes beyond racing too, and anyone worried about their horses is being told to contact their vet straight away. Well, I'm joined now by Richard Kopak, who's an equine vet. Richard, we keep talking about equine flu. What are the symptoms and just how serious is this?
Well, the symptoms are very much like humans. You've got coughing, runny nose and nasal discharge, temperature. You might be off your food a bit. A horse might be off the food a bit. They might be a bit dull. Those are essentially their symptoms. Can they die from it? Occasionally, yes. If you've got young horses, old horses, or a horse with another chest complaint, it can spread onto the lungs and get pneumonia, and then it's really serious.
And of course, what a lot of people are asking is, can humans get it?
No. As far as we're aware, there's no evidence to suggest humans can get it at all.
Now, why is this such a major blow to the racing industry? I mean, the industry, I think it's fair to say, is in shock, isn't it?
Absolutely. It's potentially very serious to the racing industry. Obviously, all racehorses have to be vaccinated against equine flu, to be able to compete. But the worry about this outbreak is that horses that have been vaccinated have come down with the disease. And so there's no way of, they're worried that we can't stop it. And so the contingency plans are, if there's a disease that we can't stop, you just stop the movement of the horses to try and contain it.
And we know it was a small meeting here today, only about 1,200 people were expected to attend. But the fear is, of course, that more meetings in the future, bigger meetings, will have to be cancelled. And it's going to be a cost implication even today.
Yes, if the longer it goes on, it could run on for days and weeks, hopefully not. I understand that they're doing a lot of testing over the next couple of days. And once they've got the results of the testing in, I think they'll have a much better idea of what they're dealing with. And then hopefully we can... And
of course, finally, briefly, we know that in Australia, racing was cancelled for months. I mean, could we see that happening here?
That's very unlikely. We've got a lot better immunity. The horses have got a lot better immunity to flu in this country, so that's very unlikely to happen.
OK, Richard, thank you very much indeed for joining us. So that's the latest from Doncaster for the moment. Let's hope that we can really get on top of this rather worrying situation.
Ian, thank you.